make her feel some way. My heart they on delay. I don't know what to say. Follow me, forever, yeah baby, yeah mon go. 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 Yeah mon go, yeah mon go, yeah mon go, hey, follow me, forever, yeah baby, yeah mon go. Follow me, forever, yeah baby, yeah mon go. Follow me. 2 weeks, this my girl, I know if you think. Yeah.
The African Fashion Fund, where we are selecting one person for the Paris Fashion Week. And this is Santi, one of the designers who displayed her outfit there. So let's ask you, how confident are you about, being the one to go to Paris?
Well, I'm very confident looking at what I was able to put together, and it's something that matches the international standard. So I'm really excited.
How did you feel? What experience do you have there with the judges asking you questions? And were you nervous?
Quite, but then it was an experience because I had to answer a lot of questions. I was asked a couple of questions, and then it was a great experience for me.
What would you say was the toughest question you got to answer?
What on my outfit represented Africa? Yeah, that one.
You didn't think of that coming?
No, I did actually, but then I knew that the beadwork in there represented Africa, so I was just fine.
Anyway, in a few minutes we get to see if you're the one represented, so let's wait to see that. Okay, so let's speak to some more contestants. And okay, so this was a model. No, it was a model. So, hello, Chocolate. So, all right, so Chocolate was rattling in there. Let's ask him, how did this feel to stand in front of judges, to judge your wear and ask you questions about your brand? How did you feel?
I think I don't know. It's been
too many times.
Not necessarily. I think it's just. With every opportunity or with every with every opportunity, there's an element of newness in this, and I think it's not just about we doing it too many times, but it's about the message that we as African designers actually have. Just goes to show that we are full of potential. We have what it takes to go global. We have what it takes to make clothes for everybody to wear, and I think it's a great initiative.
Are you confident that you're going to be the one who will be called to represent Ghana, your clothing in France?
Oh, I don't think it's about me. I think it's just a collective effort. I've seen amazing designers. We've been jamming here, Charlie, and I'm interacting with a whole lot of different designers, and it's just amazing. And for me, whether it's going to me, it's going to any of them, the most important thing is the take-home message for the world that, hey, Africa is ready and we are ready to rock.
Thank you very much. And let's speak to you briefly. And she's one of the designers. Okay, so I think this is
J.
Okay, J. Yeah, JGH, that's it. And so tell me about how it felt to be in there, being asked questions about what you have crafted.
It was a bit overwhelming, to stand there and be judged and ask questions based on something you have created and you are proud of. It is a bit overwhelming. It was a bit scary and overwhelming.
What was the most scary or difficult question you were asked in there?
When I was asked about my design, that if I thought the design was a bit too busy down there and up there. Because I didn't think it was. So when she asked that, I found that really scary because that means that is what she thinks. And since she's a judge and she thinks that is scary.
But how confident are you that you're going to Paris?
Very confident. I'm trusting in God.
Your expression doesn't show very confident.
Well, I'm trusting in God to let it happen. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I was seeing Avon Sigay is another designer. I think I met when I came in. You were the one who was displaying your wear. A beautiful design for that matter. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And you made it to the top 10.
I did. Amazing, right?
Yeah. So tell me how you feel at the moment. Are you nervous knowing that they are collating results to announce to you soon?
I'm not nervous at all. I am not nervous.
Tell me where you getting your vim from.
I'm not a selfish person. I feel all the designers here are worthy of this prize. And so the best we can do is to rally around behind each other. Whoever gets the chance to go, just make sure that you represent us well. That's all. Yeah.
So you're not going to, be very angry with yourself if you don't make it.
No, I would just be disappointed I wasn't picked, but I know I'll be picked anyway.
Okay. So let's tell me about the most difficult question you were asking there.
Yeah, I found it difficult understanding one of the questions because I think it was difficult interpreting what he was trying to say.
Which of the questions is that?
He asked me how I am presenting my designs to the world or something. So I found it kind of tricky, but then I just answered it the way I understood it.
Let's see how it goes. Thank you very much. And which other designer am I finding here? Okay, so I remember the designer. I remember her as well. So let's go here and speak to. Oh, don't worry. You can be munching your what's this, samosa or spring roll. But let's speak about you being in there. And I realized that your like I said. That Superman.
Batman.
How did you
Batman.
feel? How did you feel? With the interacting and trying to judge your work.
I felt really good because I realized that they were getting what I was trying to, put across. And for me, that's important because the outfit has to make sense. And it looks like it did make sense to them.
Makes sense to them. Were you nervous in there?
A little.
Okay, so before you went in there, what was one thing that you were so scared of and you said, I don't want to experience it, I don't want them to ask me this, blah, blah, blah. What was it?
I was actually scared of fumbling with my words and not actually making any sense at all. But I think I did just fine.
You did just fine. And you're confident that you're going to France?
I believe so.
You believe so? The way I believe so. It doesn't look like you believe so.
Oh, I do.
You
I
believe
do.
so?
Yes, I believe
Okay,
so.
so let's just say that you don't happen to go. Will you be so angry with yourself? Will you be so... Why?
Because this has been a win-win kind of thing for me, really. I think it's helped to expose my brand a little more. And so I've really gained from it. Even if I don't go to France, I have gained. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Other opportunities will definitely open
Thank
up.
you very much. Thank you very much. And now we can go to Reveal. Okay, I'll come to her. Hello, good evening. So can we speak to you briefly? Yes. Oh, you forgot that you showcased something. Oh, look at you. So let's speak to you. You can come separate yourself from them. And your brand is Chevelle. Okay, so you brought in a gown. That's what you did.
Yes.
And an evening gown. You talk about how you work under pressure. So it took you just yesterday and today to make that gown. Beautiful gown indeed. How did you feel being in there?
First, I was nervous, but then as time went on, it got better. I felt very comfortable. The judges were very interesting. In fact, I really loved the competition.
You really love it. So tell me about, going to France. If it happens that, you don't get mentioned, what will you do?
I'll be very excited. I worked hard for this, so I'll be so excited to showcase my stuff and be able to interact with other fashion designers and see France and explore.
So what about if you don't get mentioned?
If I don't get mentioned, this is not the only platform. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to explore other opportunities that come my way. I'm still going to keep grinding harder and harder. That's what the fashion industry is all about. It's not about just being at one place. It's being able to make a change wherever you find yourself. You should be able to create and do something.
Okay, so thank you very much, and then we'll speak to another designer. Hello, madam. Oh, you're busy on your phone. Like, that's how you're trying to, calm your nerves. Tell me you're nervous.
I'm not nervous at all, actually.
Okay, you're not nervous at all.
No,
So,
just excited.
okay, tell me about your excitement.
I don't know. I think I'm just excited about all the other designers. It's just an honor to be a part of the top 10 designers. And when I go through everybody else's profile, they're all amazing. So I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so excited. Are you also confident that you're going to France?
Yes.
It took you so long, like, to say just yes. Tell me why.
I think I'm more excited about the whole the whole group, like the top 10. I'm more excited about that, and I'm more excited about the whole exposure. I'm excited about the program, the opportunity. It's amazing. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and I hope that your excitement, is going to be an everlasting one.
Thank you. Thank
Let's
you.
hope that you are in France.
Thank
And
you.
what's the name again for the
Meg
brand?
Signature.
Meg Signature.
Yeah.
Oh, is that you? I
Yeah,
think I've seen a lot of
that's
stuff
me.
from you on social media. I
Yeah.
think I even follow on
nice.
Instagram.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
MEG Signature, right? Oh, I think I follow. It's good to see you in person, but
Yeah.
congratulations for being part of the top 10 designers
Thank you,
in
and I'm
Ghana.
honored.
So tell me about your experience in there.
Well, it's really it's nothing, you can't compare it to anything. It's just nice, just being a part of this program, just even being part of the top 10 alone means a lot. It means you are doing something that's being recognized by people, by even the country, and by a network like Joy FM. It's a big deal. So just to be part of all this experience alone, it's just amazing, and I'm grateful for the experience.
It's amazing. You're grateful for your experience. Tell me about your time in there. Like, was there time you were nervous? You couldn't express yourself? Was there things that you said in there? You came out like, okay, I should have said something different.
I know, right? I think it happens to everyone, even those who act. Like, it's something else when you think, okay, you'd be able to say this when you're asked this, and it's another thing when you face the panel. It's like all eyes on you, and you don't even know what you're saying. It just comes from the heart. Honestly, it's not rehearsed. It's just what you really feel. You just say it, and even if it doesn't make sense, you've said it. So you let it go. You said, I don't remember anything I said, but I mean, it was from my heart. So it's
Are you
fine.
confident about going to Paris for this fashion week?
I would love to go, but anything can happen. It's God's will. Whatever He decides, I'm okay. I mean, just like I said, just to be part it's been a really nice experience, and it's an honor. So I'm grateful.
All right, so let's see what happens. Congratulations to you for being part of the 10. So Kofi Akotua is one of the 10 participants for this, and you've showcased your design already. I'm sure, are you nervous or you're just like on the fence?
I'm just okay. I'm not nervous.
Why are you not nervous? Because this is something that everyone thinks is a big deal.
It is a big deal, but then I mean, it's just it's big. It's a big deal, yes, but then it doesn't cause for you to be so nervous. Yeah.
Tell me about your experience in there. How did you go?
I think I had an amazing time with the judges. So they asked me a few things about my brand, of which I did, and then yeah, it was fine.
You didn't get any moment where you feel like, oh, I should have said this instead of that, blah, blah, blah. When you go out?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. So tell me, how will you feel afterwards? You don't get mentioned to go to Paris. What would it be like? Will you be disappointed?
No, I'll be just fine.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
How come you'll be so fine?
No, because I mean, it's just one winner, and then if I don't get the chance to win, I mean, life still moves on. Yeah, so I'll just be fine.
At least you add it to your stuff that, okay, you are part of the,
Of the
10.
10, of course, I mean, yes, yeah. But then if I don't win, I'll be fine.
I hear you have a lot of following on your social media because they got you a lot of buzz when you posted.
Yes, it did. It really did.
Well, let's see how that goes.
Segment on my show, Drive Time on Joy, that we call the Fashion Friday. So almost every week we have a fashion designer come on who interacts with our listeners. So we get them to send in designs of what they're wearing, and the designer is going to be a judge. So you look at what they're wearing and they tell us, oh, well, that matches. Okay, that doesn't match. That's not so good for a Friday. I mean, you don't wear that. Are you going to the club? You're in the office and you're wearing that, Just commentary on people's outfits, and also to help people, to educate people about fashion, dressing, and stuff like that, and then showcase their designs. So in return, they give the winner of Fashion Friday, that's the best dressed person on the Friday, an outfit that they make. Now, that's our way of also giving the designers the platform to launch themselves and tell people about their brand, direct people to their social media to check out what they are doing. So it's been on for a while, and I am glad to say that from hence, all 10 designers here would have the chance to be on the show. Yes, so all 10 designers would be on the show, and the team will be communicating with you what dates you're supposed to appear, and we'll use that platform as well. Of course, we run the biggest late afternoon radio show in Ghana. Yeah, it's the biggest listenership. So you're going to go very far. And a lot of people would get to know about your brand and see your outfits, and hopefully for us to, we're hoping it would help result in better sales for you, because of course it's a business, you know. So yeah, thank you very much. Now, our job was to find out who deserves or who should win the all expenses paid trip to France. Now, we had to do it arithmetically. So there's a bit of mathematics involved here. Our criteria, we had a 10-point criteria: passion, branding, talent, articulation and confidence, the presentation itself, your outfit. Then we come to your outfit, the occasion for your outfit. So if you realize we asked you where you take this and whether it actually fits for that occasion. Motivation, we looked at color combination as well, and the fit for the model. So the model that you put up as well, how did it look on the person, and also these are the 10-point criteria that we use to judge. Now, every point scored 10 marks. So at the end of the whole process, every judge is supposed to have 100 marks for every contestant. Together, we're supposed to have 300 marks for every contestant. So we can say that we're marking over 300. The highest person got 262. That's impressive. The least got 180. Very impressive as well, because it's actually past the half mark. I'm going to call these 5 names, and if you are called, please come forward. Topaz Trends. Avon Sige. Santi Trends. Chevelle. And Mex Signature. Ladies and gentlemen, these wonderful designers have done so well. Round of applause for them. I'm sorry to say this is where the road ends. Thank you very much, and you don't make it to the next. So shall we have JGH, Kofi Akotia, Chocolate, Abrantier, and a Soba. JGH, Kofi Akotia, a Soba, Abrantier, and Chocolate. Thank you very much, Jay. You did a good job, but the road ends here. Thank you. The winner of the all expenses paid trip to France is a man. Thank you very much, Asoba. Kweku chocolate. Please give Kofi Akotia a warm hug. He's done so well. He deserves a hug. Because this is where the road ends for Kofi Akotia. A round of applause. So, ladies and gentlemen, according to the judges' scorecards, these are the top 2 designers who did the presentation. It's very evident that this was very tough. Very, very, very tough, I got to be honest. But here we are. We have a winner. All expenses paid trip to France to be at the Change Now Summit. Will it be chocolate or Abrantier? Ladies and gentlemen, put together by the African Fashion Fund, Joy 99.7 FM, and for the 2018 Change Now Summit and the Paris African Fashion Week 2018. The team from African Fashion Fund will travel to Paris on another expenses paid trip with Chocolate Ghana. Chocolate clothing, ladies and gentlemen, is the winner.
Only fire, only water, only money, only money, only money, only money. We are woody fire, woody donor, only money.
Congratulations to Chocolate. Dokubediako.
Let the mare bless you with body, oh baby. Star boy go bless you with money, oh my girl. Let the mare bless you with body, oh baby. Oh, star boy go bless you with money, oh my girl. Sucker, 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 baby. Sucker, 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 sucker. Oh, yeah, give me lock, 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 lock.
All right, so now we know who the winner is. A few minutes ago, I spoke to the winner. He didn't know by then he was going to be a winner. And he was all like, okay, it doesn't really matter who wins. You know, the thing is Africa to the world. And congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
So you are going to project Africa to the world like you've been talking about.
Definitely.
How does it make you feel?
That's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. I mean, it's a great feeling. I mean, we've been working on this. We've been working on the brand. We've been working really hard, and you know, recognition is very, very, very important. You know, coupled with so many challenges in the industry, to actually win an honors like this, and to actually go and represent not just Ghana but Africa in Paris is huge.
It's huge indeed. And I'm sure you tell me that you didn't walk in here thinking that you were going to go away with this, did you?
Hey, he should tell you who I said was going to win.
Okay, what did he tell you?
He said if it wasn't him, it was going to be a certain lady.
Okay, so you knew, at least he said if it wasn't you, so at least
actually,
you had hope.
What I did tell him was, I have a feeling that that lady was going to win. Oh. And then later on he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, okay, that means that, obviously if it's not chocolate. Yeah. So yeah. But again, it's not. Again, I will emphasize on this. I mean, we've been through so many competitions. Even over the weekend, there was another competition. And again, it wasn't just about who won, but it's about, the message and then in the industry and the fact that we all need to be able to beef up, repackage ourselves, rebrand the story, African story, and then have a very good base for existing as a brand.
Tell me how this is going to change your life, your design, your works. How would this impact?
Well, I mean, it's been a fantastic year. This year alone, we were able to clothe 2 Hollywood actors. Wow. We did Jussie Smollett and Boris Kodjoe early on in the year. Loads more to follow in a bit. We did BBC, not just the radio and Facebook Live. We actually did BBC World TV as well. But again, it's been the most challenging year in terms of business for us as well. So I think it's a bittersweet feeling. Also, and most importantly, I think a lot of mileage, a lot of eyeballs are now seeing the good work that has been put in, and it's an incentive for us to work harder. And also, when you're going to represent a set of people, that's a huge responsibility. So to answer your question, how is this going to change chocolate? I think it's going to change the industry. I'm hoping and praying and pushing and making sure that by the time we're done with Paris Fashion Week, the world talks about us. Yes.
We hope so. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you once
and thank you so much for my new face, our new face of chocolate. The new collection comes out in October.
So you're the new face. You're the one who he did the magic.
He's been the face.
Okay.
He's been the face, but we made him the face of chocolate this year, and it's been such a blessing as well.
Okay.
But I can't leave without saying a big thank you, Charlie. It's not just Kwekubediako's stride, Charlie. This is the company's stride. This is the business's stride. This award goes out to my team, Charlie. I mean, today we had fights. Even last night we had fights. The team tried to contact us. We couldn't be reached, Charlie, and I was blasting people left and right, but I was still letting them aware that, hey, come on, we have to be consistent with our success. We can't just leave things to chance. So this win definitely goes out to them. I mean, they pour out their hearts to work. I've got my driver Wafa here, who Charlie stays up late to take me around in meetings. Shout outs also to my family, to my wife, my boy, my son, Cairo, who's got very huge feet to come and fit. In shout outs to also the clients. I mean, my clients keeps on growing as a person. Chocolate keeps on growing. People just buy into the vision, and thank you so much. And this win goes out to all of them as well.
Congratulations to you once more.
Thank you so much.
Right, so Lexus Bill was one of the judges for this occasion, and he actually carried the news. I don't know what to call him, bearer of good news. I'm sure Chocolate will call him bearer of good news. The rest will say he's a bearer of bad news. But congratulations to you and the Drive Time team. You put this together with African Fashion Fund.
Yes. It's been amazing. I got to be honest with you. The whole journey from beginning, conception to execution, getting the entries and getting them excited about it was so cool. We saw the buzz on social media as well. I like the fact that hundreds of designers started to pitch in, and so it was a great opportunity for them to, come out and show what they have. And we've seen some amazing designs. We've been doing the Fashion Friday for a couple of years, and we always see all these great talent out there. All that's left is for them to get the exposure, the chance to, showcase their stuff to the world. We got a few of them coming in, shortlisted them, and then, we had this process that we just did have. And like I said, it was really fun in there interacting with them, seeing beyond their designs and getting to know the motivation that they put together, they put behind their design. So it was really fun.
It was really fun for you because you're not the one being judged, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I think that part too. It's fun always asking the questions. It's not so fun if you are answering.
So let's talk about you getting the results, the
right.
Time team and the dedication towards this. Did you see this picture when this was pitched to you that this is what we're going to do?
For us, consistently we are coming up with innovative ideas to get our listeners and our audience excited. And aside getting them entertained, educated, informed and whatnot, we're also looking at the platform to help people in various fields.
one of the things that we carried out not long ago was the Angwamo woman, who we give a big platform for her to, showcase her stuff to the world. And for us, it is exciting to know that the youth are doing amazing stuff. And in the fashion industry as well, you could see a lot of the young designers in there who started their craft a year, 2 years, and out of the passion that they have, they want to make something out of it. And for me personally, entrepreneurship is a big thing for me. I like the fact that the young folks now are taking it up. I mean, since we started this Angwamo project, I've met over 100 young entrepreneurs who are doing creative things with food, with accessories, with clothes and stuff like that. And so for me, if we can use our platform to help them to set up their businesses, get it going, get them the network, get them the clients and customers for them to build something on their own, we can do it. So for me, the excitement is getting our listeners entertained and also giving somebody the platform to, showcase their stuff to the world.
After all you've seen, one word to describe the emerging fashion industry we have here in Ghana.
Oh, promising. That's what I'm gonna say. It's totally promising. We have some amazing creative people coming up with awesome designs. I mean, some of the gowns that were made in there. I mean, there are things that you actually pull off a shelf in Europe or something, but you can tell that these young folks here are doing it. You know what I mean? And they're proving that all the things that the big brands, the Gucci's, the YSLs are doing can be done here. It takes a bit of knowledge and learning, and I think they're up to the task. They want to learn, and we're giving somebody the platform to go interact with the likes of the Gucci's and the Pradas in the Paris Fashion Week. So they get to pick up some of these trade secrets to also make their brands better.
Thank you very much, Lexus.
You're welcome, boss.
A few weeks ago, we were talking about how we're on a journey to find one designer to go to Paris. Roberta and I spoke when she came to Joy. It's a partnership with Joy FM. Now we are here. We have found that one person. Chocolate is going to Paris. And I want to know how Roberta feels about this journey. Tell me.
I'm really excited. In fact, I've had an amazing night. We saw 10 talented designers, and it was a very hard decision on the judges to choose one. But we're really excited to have chosen Chocolate. I think he's very talented, and I'm really looking forward to the Paris trip.
Okay, so let's go back to the journey. The last time we spoke, we said we were going to have social media posts and all that. Then we saw 10 of them. How many did you receive?
In fact, we got over 800 applicants, which was quite shocking. Yes. So, and then that list was shortlisted to 10 finalists that you saw here tonight. But yeah, we had over 800, which was pretty amazing.
Wow. And I'm sure you had a hard time choosing, this 10.
Yeah, it was difficult choosing the 10. We had the team from Joy FM as well. We had like a specific committee dedicated to this particular project, and they went through the designers that had posted the most creative ideas, like, how you can transition from your idea to an actual piece. So they saw all of that and shortlisted 10 designers out of the 800 that participated.
And now we are here. So Chocolate has won. Are you satisfied?
I am very satisfied. In fact, I sat through the entire thing and I was really in awe. Like when he spoke, I think he's a great representation of, like a brand that knows really about his business. So he really discussed the difference between a brand and having your ready to wear. So your brand is like your couture pieces that you spend so much time and dedication towards to create, and then your ready to wear is what makes you the money. And that is the sort of thing that I always like to explain to designers, that there are two things. You either focus on one couture, which you can sell one for like a very expensive amount, but the ready-to-wear is actually where the money is, and you need to be able to have the ability to do both so you can sustain your business. And he was able to describe that, and I thought that was quite impressive. And it's also really on this whole Africa Rising story, and really this is translated in his prints and his design, and it was really great to see that, and I was very impressed.
So what next?
So Paris is next. We're really excited to give them this opportunity. And one thing that I also want to point out is not only is it Paris Fashion Week, there's also the Change Now Summit, which is a summit for change makers. And somebody that has that mindset and ideology, I think, will fit right into it and can learn so much from the forum itself. So there's also going to be a booth by Fashion for Good, which are, you know, promoting brands that are using their fashion to promote development and other things. So he gets to exchange with them. They're going to be large retailers, so he can also have a discussion with them about his collection. It seems he wants to expand his business into other markets, so this is really, really important for him to meet people like that. And then the Karen Group, you know, the Karen Group to me is one of those conglomerates that has a very strong focus on sustainability, and this is what we're talking about. How do you use things in your environment but in a sustainable way, so that you do not, you focus on people and the planet and profit. You're not just focusing on profit, but you're looking at the 3 Ps. And they are a perfect example for that, and I'm really keen for him to engage with some of the brands under the Karen Group.
Thank you very much, Roberta. I'm glad you're satisfied.
Thank you so much. Thanks for Joy FM. In fact, this has been a great partnership, and I love to say a big thank you to the Joy team. You've done an amazing job, so professional, and you know, getting all these designers to participate. I'm really thankful to have partnered with such a brand.
We are grateful. Lexus Bear.
Let's go!